robotics and sustainable developmental goals through Germany. And so, what is robotics? It's machines that are programmed to perform tasks with little to no support from humans. These tasks are simple and usually repetitive, so certain coding tells the machine how to complete the task. And robotics were first used in large warehouses to assemble parts in automobiles. This highlights their main purpose of replacing human actions. And rather than people running an assembly line, robots can perform the same action. And Germany is a leader in robotics technology. They've invested millions of euros every year to advance the industry, and they are the main competitor with the US. So, who are using robotics? Millions of people in Germany and the rest of the world use them every day. And industries across the world adopted robotics like healthcare, agriculture, manufacturing. It's proven to save businesses millions of dollars in labor hours and overall human error. People who work minimum wage jobs are at risk for being replaced by robots. It's because if it's a simple task, it can be taught to a robot. And so my preferred job would be the robotics engineer. And this position develops the machine's ability to perform tasks at an efficient rate. An engineer must be able to program and resolve issues that come with robotics. The expected salary would be 60 to 140,000 a year. And robotics engineers at DLR, which is the German Aerospace Center, would be responsible for fine-tuning robots that ultimately perform tasks in space. And where are they using it? Germany is using robotics at many different levels of society. The automotive industry, Volkswagen uses robotics to assemble their cars and test safety precautions. So the SWOT analysis for why robotics: strengths are the limitation of error. Once the programming is done, they have no choice. Robots have no choice but to do the right job. And the speed of the job is better, and they don't get tired like humans would. Weaknesses that they ultimately replace human jobs, and low skilled workers are going to lose their jobs to robots. And it's not very sustainable either because they constantly need a source of power to operate. Opportunities is it right now robots do simple tasks, but in the future they could think larger and more problem solving. And while robots perform lower tasks, this may elevate humans' overall thinking, and humans may not have to worry about minuscule tasks, which could elevate our thinking as well. And threats is the ultimate idea that robots may be more powerful than humans, or that they may become smarter. And when are they using robots? It started in the 50s, 60s, 70s, where manufacturers began to use it to produce goods. And the mass adoption is already here. It's estimated that over 20,000 industrial robots were used in Germany in 2019 alone. And nowadays, a business is outdated if they don't have some form of robotics in their system. And many citizens have access to robotics, but like for their own homes, but they may choose not to because this whole stigma against robots being smarter than humans. And so the sustainable development goals that robotics kind of accomplishes is reducing waste, and they limit the mistakes in a production process, and that limits and reduces waste across the globe. And they also can contribute to effective recycling, and they can be programmed to identify types of plastics that are much more able to be reused. And clean water is also a goal in that they can test the conditions of water, and they can identify pollution in both water and air, and they can help monitor the overall safety levels of water before people go and consume it. And two truths and a lie: in 2020, nearly 2.7 billion robots were used across the world. Robots can only do what their program teaches them, and robots have developed emotions and are conscious beings. And there's my sources. Thank you.